Hey students, this is lesson 5.3. We're going to learn how to write equations using slope-intercept form. And we're going to learn how to graph linear equations in slope-intercept form. Go ahead and do this review and I'll check back with you. All right, key concept here. Slope-intercept form of a linear equation is generally considered the most simplified form of a linear equation. And 4 represents the slope in this equation. And the 6 represents the y-intercept, actually the y value of the y-intercept. Remember that the y-intercept is a point on the graph 0, 6 actually. And then altogether this is called the slope-intercept form. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the problem here. What are the slope and y-intercept of the graph? Okay, so slope-intercept form is this. Right there is the slope, and right there is the y-intercept. Remember, that's the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. So the slope in this one is 3. The y-intercept is the point, 0, -6. And the reason it's a -6 is because it's considered in slope-intercept form if it's written as addition. So adding -6 would make sense there. All right, so in this next one, slope is 5, and the y-intercept is the point 0, -0. All right, you try that. Oh, well, let's just try another problem here. Writing an equation in slope-intercept form. What is the equation of a line with a slope 5 and a y-intercept 8? So all we need to do is substitute. We need to substitute the slope for m, which is 5. And we need to substitute 8 for the y-intercept. Since it's positive 8, we're just going to add 8. All right, you try that. All right, we can also write an equation from a graph in slope-intercept form pretty easily. We can just identify what the slope is, what the y-intercept is. Remember, the y-intercept is just where it crosses the y-axis, so that's this point right here, 0, -2. So the y-intercept is that part, the -2 part. So if you look at these, we can eliminate B and D because they both have a y-intercept of +2. And then all we have to do is find the slope. So find another place where this point touches. Find the rise and the run. Looks like we're going up 3 for every 1 we go over. So rise divided by 1 is 3 divided by 1, which is 3. Since C is -3, we're going to cross that out and we're going to choose A. Can you try that? Okay, if we have to write an equation from 2 points, within those 2 points is some information about the slope. So we can for sure find m. And to write our equation, we need y equals m times x plus slope times x plus the y-intercept. So let's find the slope. And let's do 10 minus -6 divided by -3 minus 1. And that equals 16 divided by -4, which is -4. Well, now we know the slope is -4, so we can write this much of our equation. So we substituted the slope right there for m. And now we know that our equation has to fit these 2 values here. So when I take -4 times 1 and I add my y-intercept, it has to equal -6. So if I substitute -6 for y, and I substitute substitute 1 for x, and I add the y-intercept, that has to be true. And just simplifying this, I get negative 4 plus b is 6. Just add 4 to both sides, and we get negative 2 equals b. That's my y-intercept. So my equation now is y equals negative 4, at least I think it is, plus negative 2, or minus 2. Let's just check that with the other point, make sure that works. So that means 10 should equal negative 4 times negative 3 minus 2. 12 minus 2 is 10. So that works for both of those, so that should be the equation. Go ahead, you try that. All right, to graph a linear equation in slope-intercept form, we're going to use our clues here. We know that this part is the y-intercept, so the y-intercept is 0.0, negative 1. Let's go ahead and plot that right there on the graph. And then our slope is 1/2, and we can think of that as a rise over a run. They're both positive, so that'd be up 1, right 2. So if I go up 1, right 2, I end up there. Up 1, right 2, again, I end up there. And once I have those points on there, I can just go ahead and draw a line through. And that is my line of this equation. All right, try that. Okay, modeling a function. Carpenter charges a $45 fee plus $30 per hour for labor. Write an equation to model the total cost of a job. What graph models this total cost? All right, so we got to make a graph too, but let's start here. It says he charges $45, so the amount he charges, so the cost to hire this person, is equal to $30 times the number of hours plus $45 fee. So if I were to make a little cost table here, where I have my number of hours and my cost, 0 hours would seem to be $45, and then every hour would add another 30 to that. And so it would look something like this. So if I were to draw a graph to represent this, the graph would look something like this. And that is a slope-intercept form of a line. It's of the form y equals mx plus b. Go ahead and try the next problem. All right, that's the end of the lesson. Go ahead and do the lesson check, and we'll talk about that next time we meet in class.